Hello, everyone. My name is Jackie Reyes Llanes, and I serve at the pleasure of a woman mayor, Madam Muriel Bowser. Bienvenidos, John Komogu in Vietnamese, and in Amharic, Ha Komdi Kuala Messing. That means we are DC, and we are bienvenidos. I am Jackie Reyes Llanes, the Director of the Mayor's Office on Community Affairs, and I would like to say thank you to the Director, Natasha Dupuy, our amazing staff at the Mayor's Office on Women's Policy and Initiatives. Un aplauso para ellas, por favor. Today we're here. We came together to celebrate the remarkable achievements of all women, as well as the passage of the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, granting women the right to vote. And can you believe that just happened in 1920? So we are here in Washington, D.C., the best city in the world. So with that, I will leave the Director of the Mayor's Office on Women's Policy, Natasha Dupuy.
All right, thank you to Jackie Reyes. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, I need a call and response right now. This is DC, we got a little culture. Call and response, repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. DC is the place for change. As Jackie Reyes Llanes said, I'm Natasha Dupuy. I'm the Director of the Mayor's Office of Women's Policy and Initiatives. And if you have not heard, we're going to repeat again. DC is the place for change, all right? Thank you so much for joining us today at Sycamore and Oak for this celebration. On behalf of Mayor Bowser, I'm also grateful that you joined in that remix rendition of our organizing chant. Today we have tabling partners, we have platform guests that will come forward to say what are the resources that are in DC for every stage of our entrepreneurial journey. If I am someone who has a concept, I know that's right, symbol in the back. If I'm someone who has a concept or I have a thriving business and want to scale, DC is the place for change. Our Office on Women's Policy and Initiatives also believes that we have to have those examples for our young people. So I want to acknowledge our work with this summer's youth employment program that we had to bring our entrepreneurs like 4DMV Kids, District Herbs, the Cherry Blossom Festival to engage with our youth over the summer. And also we have wage negotiation classes. Again, if I'm in the workforce, if I'm an entrepreneur and I'm contracting, how much should I charge? In order to show and prove that DC is the place for change, I'm going to bring up one of our entrepreneurs who is fighting for her freedom to exercise opportunities in the beauty space here in the District of Columbia. That's none other than Rahama Wright. Can I get some love for Rahama Wright? Yes, she is the owner of Yaleen Beauty Marketplace that is coming to Ward 7 at the Market 7 retail space. Rahama Wright founded Yaleen Beauty Marketplace in Shea Yaleen to redefine beauty by proving that nourishing our skin with lush products can empower our sisters across the globe, and she is paying 5 times the minimum wage. 5 times the minimum wage. To uplift entire communities. We're connecting domestically and abroad. She has worked doing direct sourcing in Mali. So without further ado, we want to say, how did you do it, Rahama? Please come forward and share your story.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, beautiful women. Right? We're here to celebrate Women's Equality Day. We should be excited about that. Like Natasha said, my name is Rahama Wright, and I'm the founder of Shea Yaleen and the Yaleen Beauty Makerspace. It is my pleasure to be here with you today to celebrate the 9th annual Women's Equality Day. You know what? It is a blessing to live in a city where our mayor is a woman. And not just for one term, y'all, but 3 terms. Can we celebrate that? There is something really special to see leadership and they look like you. And not only leadership that looks like you, but also has the same values you do. Let's be real. Women leaders do things differently, right? If you have a problem, what do? You give it to a woman, period. And the thing is that when women are in leadership roles, we don't only look at the pie that we have, the slice of the pie we have, we look at the entire pie and we say to ourselves, how can we share this pie with everyone? How can we bring more resources to people in our community? And that's why I feel like it's so important for us to highlight the fact that this administration has made tremendous commitments to supporting Black home ownership, right? To supporting increasing Black entrepreneurship. They have looked at addressing food deserts in our neighborhood, and these are all the things that we need to applaud. Their values are backed by action, and that's why I'm proud to be a district resident, and that's why I'm proud to build my businesses here in the district. I also get the opportunity to work with amazing people like Sabangale, Liz, and Director Whitfield of DSLBD. And guess what? They're all women too. So I've experienced firsthand the power of having local government invest in me. We cannot talk about women's equality without talking about economic equality. Let me say that again. We cannot talk about women's equality without talking about economic equality. And when I started my business and my entrepreneurial journey, it started when I was a Peace Corps volunteer in Mali, West Africa. I served in a small rural village where I saw so many disparities, and those disparities really changed the way that I look at the world. It led me to start a beauty business that ethically sources ingredients from women-owned cooperatives, providing them a living wage for the very first time. And now, I am in a position to build the first commercial beauty manufacturing facility in Ward 7. And I think it's so important for me to say this. I could not be in this position. And when I was a 23-year-old volunteer, I could never imagine going from being in a rural village to now building manufacturing and beauty in our nation's capital. And the reason I'm able to do that is because of this administration. The first check I got to be able to invest in this idea was through the Deputy Mayor's Office on Planning and Economic Development. They invested $640,000 into a makerspace that's not only going to be helping my business, but it's also going to be helping other early stage businesses in the beauty industry, women of color, minority-owned brands who want to take advantage of a multi-billion-dollar industry. Since then, since that first check, I've been able to raise over $1 million, and I'm building a pipeline to raise $2 more million to bring this mission to fruition. Over the next decade, our plan is to put DC on the map when it comes to beauty. We want people to know that we are a city that is taking a leadership role in supporting early stage businesses so that they can create jobs in their community, in our community. So Mayor Bowser, I want to say thank you for the impact you're making on entrepreneurs like me. When I share with other entrepreneurs the resources I've gotten in this city, they're simply astonished. Because sometimes it's super easy for policymakers to overlook small businesses, but Mayor Bowser and her administration have prioritized economic inclusion and including small businesses into the economic strategy and framework for DC. So with that, everyone, please join me in welcoming our great mayor and visionary leader, Mayor Bowser.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sycamore and Oak. It is great to see you all. Let's give Rahama a big round of applause. I hope you heard those numbers. $640,000 where the district said, you have a great idea, we want to make an investment. She's raised another $1 million on the way to another $2 million. And she will create opportunities for other entrepreneurs like herself. So her story was so important because it is reflective of a package, many packages of programs that we have to change the game in the district. And part of our economic development strategy and our comeback strategy is to make sure that more women, more founders, more entrepreneurs, more Black families are increasing their wealth. Part of that strategy is home ownership, but another critical part is that our residents become business owners and property owners. So please continue to find out ways, and you've heard that Simbangale Cook is here. Where is she? Simbangale, I'm pretty sure she's the manager at DMPED that got out that $640,000. So thank you, Simbangale, for your hard work. Give her another big round of applause. As well as Rosemary Suggs, who is here, who is the Deputy Director at DSLBCD. Thank you, Rosemary, for all the work that you will do. So we celebrate, or we acknowledge Women's Equality Day as a reminder that we still have a long way to be equal when it comes to pay, to be equal when it comes to corporate and nonprofit leadership, and to be equal when it comes to how we participate in the economy as women. Do you hear me? So it's not that we're not as smart, as hardworking, as creative, but for too long, we were kind of left out of the economic engines of our country, not to mention political and otherwise. But we have everything that it takes to catch up, and our city and our nation needs us to be as economically active as possible. So when I think about the things that we have to get done in this city, I say this frequently, is that it's the women that have the solutions, right? And I especially believe that when it comes to public safety. And I hope that you notice that I appointed a woman to lead the Metropolitan Police Department. And she has joined us, Chief Pamela Smith. Please give her a big round of applause. I am also grateful to my team at the Mayor's Office of Community Affairs, led by Jackie Reyes. Thank you, Jackie, who is ahead. Jackie and her team, mighty team, speak to, organize, respond to every constituency in the District of Columbia, and they do it really well. So I want to thank Jackie for her leadership. And Natasha Dupuy in the Mayor's Office on Women's Policy and Initiatives, part of MOCA. All year, they are thinking about how women are reflected in our budget, in our initiatives, in our responses, and in our communications. And I want to thank Natasha for her incredible work. I have a lot of remarks to give, but I'm going to truncate them and talk about where we are right now. The beautiful Sycamore and Oak, the incredible Monica Ray and her team of leaders here, and our commitment toward aid. When I became mayor, there wasn't a lot going on this campus but empty promises. And we decided, and I decided, it was my promise to Ward 8, that you would never say that I broke a promise. And our promise was to activate this campus, bring jobs and economic opportunity. When we were here just a couple of months ago, one of my team announced that we had already invested $871 million at St. Elizabeth's. It started with the entertainment and sports arena. In 2025, we'll open a new hospital. There are already hundreds of Ward 8 residents who are going to new for-sale housing and building equity. We will bring a library, and we will continue to bring opportunity right here, connected to the metro and connected to growth. Dion Boosie Reader is here, right here at Sycamore and Oak. Yarnay Glasgow and Vaya Beauty is here. Josie Hari and Black Bella Spa is here. Kiana Jones is here. Amanda Stevenson and Miriam Youssef, all here incubating their businesses at Sycamore and Oak. So we're very proud of that. We also are very proud, and I'm told that we have a hospitality workforce training program and its graduates here from Let's Work DC. Give them a big round of applause. That we have representation of our locally made products here, our food access fund recipients as well. And I don't even have to tell you about food access. We have opened so many food serving restaurants in Ward 7-8 using this fund that it would blow your mind. And I'm just really proud of my team for getting it out. But we also are proud of our partnerships and an expanding partnership with Black Girls Rock. You already know what it is. And since 2019, the Black Girls Rock Fest has been at our Kennedy Center. And you know, you've watched it, you've enjoyed it, you've called me to ask me if I had tickets to it. It is a global women's empowerment movement dedicated to inspiring and celebrating women. And so in a moment, you're going to hear from from Beverly Bond, the CEO of Black Girls Rock Fest. And she's excited to announce that they'll be returning to the Kennedy Center in March. And I'm excited to say that we have a new partnership with Black Girls Rock in Washington, D.C. So we'll be bringing people together for concerts, discussions, workshops to celebrate our wonderful experience. Stay tuned also in September for our 6th annual Maternal and Infant Health Summit, where we will focus on how we can have healthy pregnancies and beautiful bouncing children, which so affects our community. So I am just grateful to see you here. I'm grateful to see all the members of my administration who have joined us. Please raise your hands. Our city administrator is here. Kevin Donahue, give Kevin a big round of applause. Our DACL director, Sharon Hines, is also here. The secretary for the district, Kimberly Bassett. Beverly Perry, my senior advisor. And though she doesn't work for the government, Cora Masters-Berry, our forever First Lady, is here as well. So with that, I want to thank all of our partners who are here, who are providing information, our business owners who are here. And the purpose of the mixer is to what? Mix. Talk about what you're doing. Talk to our administration officials who are here as well. And let's make DC the special place that it is for all of us. For all of us. The work that I've been privileged to do for the last 8 years has been to grow opportunity for every single DC resident. I'm proud of what we've done, but there's so much more ahead. Thank you all very much. And Beverly Bond from Black Girls Rock.
Greetings, everyone. Happy Women's Equality Day. I'm Beverly Bond, and I am a black girl who rocks. I want to thank Mayor Bowser for the introduction and for all that she does, the history that she makes, that she is making, and the way that she represents us. She truly rocks. So the first thing I want to do tonight is explain this wardrobe to you, because I was packing, getting ready to come down here from DC, and then I got this notification, this ding, and it wasn't CNN, it wasn't New York Times, it wasn't even the Weather Channel. It was Beyonce, right? And she said, she didn't actually text me, but she said that this season she wanted us sparkly, shimmery, and silvery in honor of her birthday, right? And so I was like, bet, I understand the assignment. I pulled this out of my closet, and I'm like, I'm coming to DC. And it wasn't until I got here that I found out that the theme color was actually yellow to represent women's equality. But because I stays ready, look at the toes. It is really, really an honor to be here at this beautiful space, Sycamore and Oak. I want to congratulate Monica Ray and her team for providing this incredible space and incredible opportunities for women entrepreneurs. On this Women's Equality Day, we are standing on the shoulders of countless of women who paved the way for change, who demand equity, justice, and the right for us to dream without limits. And as we revel in this progress, I'm so excited to be here. As the mayor mentioned earlier, we've been in DC for 5 years with the BGR Fest at the Kennedy Center. I'm actually from DC. Well, I'm from Maryland. My whole family's here. Like my whole family. I think I'm the only person in New York. So I'm from here. We've been here. We've had a presence here for a very long time. And now we are going to expand the BGR Festival beyond the Kennedy Center and create a citywide festival for everyone. But there's another part to this announcement. I want to bring Natasha and Alana to come up to, and the mayor. I didn't even know you were still here. I thought you left. First of all, I want to just thank you, because you are so gangster, and it's such an honor to be introduced by you. Like, I'm like, when I seen her come in there, she was like, you know what, we're going to paint this. Black Lives Matter. I was like, you know what, I got to honor this lady. She's the bomb. I just love you. Okay, so you guys are actually the very first to hear this part of the announcement. Not only are we expanding the festival with the BGR Film Festival, with the Black Cloud Tech Summit, with our youth programs, Black Girls Lead, Girls Rock Tech, but we are also about to bring the Black Girls Rock Awards to Washington, D.C. And I am so honored. I'm so honored to have these women support me, to stand behind me, to do the work we've been talking for years now, trying to figure this out and trying to make this happen. And so Black Girls Rock, the new home of the Black Girls Rock Awards, you heard it here first, will be in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much. Before I leave, I have to introduce our next speaker, which is Deputy Director Rosemary Suggs Evans. She has 4 names. Rosemary Suggs Evans, and she is coming up, I think.
Hello. I want to already said, my name is Rosemary Suggs Evans. I have the honor of serving as the Deputy Director for the Department of Small and Local Business Development. And it is truly my honor to be here in representing the Director to celebrate the remarkable journey that has brought us women to this point. Knowing that almost half of the district's small businesses are owned by women, that shows us that no matter what the obstacles we face, and women, can I get an amen on the obstacles we face? We continue to persevere and do great things. As we come together to celebrate milestones achieved in our journey toward gender equality, we must recognize that there is a lot of work to be done. That's why Mayor Bowser's words are so powerful and important, and it reminds us that we must continue to strive for a world where everyone is given equal opportunities to succeed. And through our initiatives, DSLBD will continue to empower the city's entrepreneurs at whatever stage of the business life cycle they are in through a range of resources, including mentorships, access to capital, networking events designed to foster meaningful communication. On a personal note, today is not only to remember those who relentlessly advocated for women's rights, but it's also an amplification of the voices belonging to women entrepreneurs steering the course of our economic future. As a young girl growing up, this would be hard for me to imagine. We find ourselves in an extraordinary age where women assume leadership mantles, shatter glass ceilings, and revolutionize entire industries. As we look around this room, we witness the embodiment of this transformation. You all are the dreams of many personified. So I'm going to ask you this one favor. I may be overstepping, Mayor Bowser, but I'm going to ask this one favor. Let's embrace the boundless possibilities ahead of us with determination, collaboration, and shared purpose. Because undoubtedly, the future is really female. Thank you. And I'd like to bring up my colleague and friend, Sabongale Cook.
Can you guys hear me? You can? Wonderful. So you guys have heard the mayor and all of my amazing colleagues talk about a lot of different things. I'm going to keep my comments very, very, very brief. Have you guys heard that adage, behind every great man is a... Right? So I'm going to edit that a little bit. So behind every great woman, one of the greatest women in Washington, D.C., Mayor Muriel Bowser, there are a lot of other women, right? Yeah. So when we talk about her commitment to women, we're talking about the equivalent of just last year alone, $26 million to women-owned businesses in D.C. I don't think y'all heard me. I'm going to say it again. $26 million to women-owned businesses in D.C. in just 1 year. That's it. Over 200 women-owned businesses in D.C. have been able to take advantage of opportunities, incentives, buying buildings, growing their retails, opening second stores, opening second restaurants, serving the community, creating more amenities for what?
for you to buy stuff, right? Yeah, for you to experience DC. The last thing I really want to say very quickly is that we don't do any of this work alone. I definitely don't. While I celebrate all of this work and very, very proud of what my team does as we execute the mayor's vision, I do want to acknowledge some leaders on my team. They're not here today, but I would like to acknowledge Liz Anderson. She is my director of Gray Streets and Retail, and I see a lot of Gray Street grantees who have gotten grants in this room today. I also want to acknowledge one of my other awesome colleagues. Her name is Sarah Adams. She's the director of our business attraction and retention, and she's been focused on our incentives to attract more businesses here in DC and retain the businesses that we have here in DC. And I do want to also acknowledge all of my agency partners and female leaders in this room. I see Thenie Freeman over here. I see some amazing women over here from DSLBD. As the mayor acknowledged, this administration is rich with lots of women. Behind this one great woman, there are only more women. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, the party will continue, but we need some closing remarks to get the party started. Are we ready? As the mayor said, we're here to mix. There are entrepreneurs who have been called out by name, and as I look across the room, there are many more here with us. We can learn and partner together. We also heard our mayor talk about strategies. And so I'm going to call out some of our partners who are here. The Marshall Heights Community Development Organization has strategies to help us get home ownership for women, has strategies for businesses. We had DSLBD. We heard from their leadership. We have paid family leave, 12 weeks. 12 weeks. If you need to learn more, they have a table here as well. Our call to action as you're mixing, again, the Mayor's Office on Women's Policy and Initiatives is going to be championing Mayor Bowser's Maternal and Infant Health Summit. Our theme is building a community. We're doing that here. We're going to keep the messages going forward. That community means our workplaces need to be well. I can't think of a better workplace than creating something for yourself. So if you're a woman entrepreneur, we have some thoughts for you too. And our businesses, we welcome you September 19th to the Convention Center. You can find more information at our MOPI table or at maternalhealth.dc.gov. Last thought, final thought for our evening today. Women's Equality Day was founded because women got the right to vote. We won that with the 19th Amendment and more work. If you or someone you know is not a registered voter in D.C., but you are eligible, sign up. At the MOPI table, we have registration forms, or you can check out D.C. Board of Election. Every D.C. resident eligible to vote should be registered. Thank you so much. Happy Women's Equality Day. If you were a program participant, please join us at front or one of our featured entrepreneurs for a photo.